Okay. So I haven't recorded in a while and I apologize. Um, but it got real rough there for a minute in treatment. I have, uh, I think, 8 treatments left, which means about a week and a half. Now, they put me on a drug called Lupron, and it is a depot, meaning I get it once a month. And it's injected into the muscle, so essentially your backside. They put it in my left butt cheek. So um, the side effects of that are hot flashes, sudden skin flushing may happen. You also may feel warm or red, headaches, flu-like symptoms, fever, headache, muscle joint aches, and tiredness and weakness, increased sweating, GI disorders, your mouth, esophagus, stomach, intestines, small and large, and rectum make up your gastrointestinal tract. Okay, I knew that, but thank you. Trouble passing urine, which I have not had any of that. Swelling of the hands or feet, I have not had any of that. Pain in the joints. I'm not a man, but it says here testicular shrinkage, injection site reaction. So, of these side effects, I think in conjunction with the radiation, hot flashes a little bit, flu-like symptoms, big time. Tiredness and weakness, big time. Like it hit me like a ton of bricks. Now, luckily, I went in, so I had the weekend off. I went in for my radiation treatment last Monday. And by Tuesday, like I was down for the count. Like, I don't know if it had something to do with, like, I was supposed to get my menstrual cycle that day and I didn't. So my hormones were probably out of whack or, high. I don't know what the word is for it, but I was very emotional. I was in pain all over my body, especially my left side of my body. I just felt like throwing in the towel. I couldn't stop crying. I was just having a really, really hard time. And that was Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Well, Tuesday and Thursday. And then miraculously, I don't know how, I prayed, I asked the universe, like, please help me. Like, by Thursday, I felt better. And then I think it was Friday, and that would have been yesterday, I got my menstrual cycle. So it did come late when for the past year and a half to 2 years, it had been coming earlier and earlier. So I don't know if that has something to do with it. I have no idea. But my main message, like, that I'm trying to, get out there is like, they don't prepare you for what you're going to go through with radiation. They say that, you may feel a little tired. You may have some skin issues with, like a sunburn or even blistering. But the side effects are usually minimal. Now, from day one, right from the jump, I could taste my insides being radiated. Like it tasted like iron, and that's your blood being radiated, I think, anyway. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. I don't know these things for sure. I'm just giving you my personal experience. I'm to be put on 2 more medications coming up in the next couple weeks. One of them is going to stop my ovaries from making hormones, which is going to snap me into menopause. I have been in perimenopause for over about 2 years now. So I'm hoping it's not going to be as bad as, I think it might be, because my body has already been preparing for menopause over these past few years. So hopefully it'll just be a smooth transition. And it won't, I won't turn into like a raging maniac. Um, so, and I'll definitely keep you posted on that. But, for what it's worth, if any of you women out there, younger women, I know breast cancer is coming more and more common. And one of the things, is that you feel so alone. You feel like, you start to imagine your life. Like, I'm not afraid of dying, me personally. I know that's not the end. I know we move on to another place, or maybe we don't. I believe it might be a choice. But that's a whole nother video. And my cat is scratching my walls. Stop it, Lee. Anyways, you imagine like your kids' lives without you in it. You imagine your spouse without you around. You imagine those things. And it's really hard. Like, you really start to think about your life and like what you've achieved and what you've gone through. And, is this cancer going to bury me? Is it going to put me 6 feet under? You can't get stuck on that stuff. I mean, I thought about it and then I had to like objectively put it out of my head, or put it in a little box, close that box, and we'll deal with that later type of thing. You can't get all caught up on the negative. Last week when I said like I was going through a really hard time, it's because my general optimism was not optimizing. I don't know if that had something to do with my hormones, but I called my husband and I was like, I don't think I can do this. I was hysterical in tears, and he just reminded me like, babe, I got you no matter what. He's like, I'm here for you, whatever you need. And that's all you need to hear sometimes. And I rushed him off the phone because I was getting ready for work. And I was like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. Like, I don't know if I can complete this treatment. Like, and he just reassured me. He's like, listen, he's like, we know people that have been in this situation. They might be older than you, but like they went through it 15 years ago, and, and they're still here because of those treatments that they went through. So, it's important to stay the course until there's a reason not to. But if documenting has helped me tremendously, documenting your journey, even if you think, you're insignificant, like I think, that nobody's going to listen, nobody's going to like my videos, nobody gives a shit, right? Like, why would they care? They got their own shit to worry about. You never know. You might pop up on somebody's scrolling session and they're like, oh my God, I needed to hear that. So if you're going through something similar or a hard time, share your story. There's no harm in it. I convinced myself to start, like, when I first woke up out of bed, no makeup on, my hair's a mess, didn't even put on my glasses or makeup, nothing. And I was like, well, if I post this, it can only go up from there. Because then when I do look nice, people will be like, hey, she looks okay. But anyways, long story short, I hope you have a blessed day. That's my progress so far. If you guys have any questions or anything, please let me know. I'd be happy to answer. And yeah, I look forward to talking some more. Thanks. Bye.